you hear the sound of that? That's the sound of pure silence. And just like you, in the beginning, I didn't appreciate it as much. But later on, I learned better. One day, exactly 1 year, 2 hours, and 28 minutes, I was sick of not speaking. And I decided to speak up. And since then, my whole life was flipped over. Ladies and gentlemen, if you give me your ears for the upcoming few minutes, maybe, just maybe, you will save yourself the trouble I went through. So, it all started when I first came here. I saw people coming up on stage and speaking, and speaking, and speaking, even more speaking and speaking. So I thought, maybe these people should learn more about silence. And I know what you are thinking, Osama, this is a public speaking club. People come here to speak. Well, I'm not talking about here only. I'm talking about our life in general. So, I am a thinker. I am an observer. Whenever I have an idea or a theory, I think about it. And I try to find reasons for it to be legit. And sometimes I even go on the internet and search for it. And search for knowledge. Until I think I know enough about it. And today, hopefully, I'll try to pass this knowledge into you. So, what is silence? Does anyone know what's silence? Okay.
Nothing to ears.
Absence of any sound.
Good.
No noise.
No mechanical wave.
Silence of lambs.
Nurses on the hospital.
Okay, so in the dictionary, silence is the complete absence of words. But, to be honest, I don't really like that definition. So I'll define it myself. Silence is the complete absence of words and ideas. So, now that we all agree about what's silence, we all agree on the definition, let's discuss the types of silence. And there's types. There's plenty of types actually. And today I'll be speaking about mainly four types of silence. The first type of silence is silence for respect. See, long time ago, very long time ago, like in the Greek era, people used to stay silent in front of their kings so they don't lose their heads. And second of all, the second type would be silence. Silence for love. I don't really understand this type of silence, but apparently when you fall in love, you start hate to speak. Well, yeah. And moving on to the third type of silence, silence for dignity. And we all been there. See, you're walking on the streets, and a beggar come up to you asking for money, or a crazy man start talking to you. We all stay silent to own our dignity. And in the case of the beggar, we stay silent to own our pocket dignity. And our last type of silence would be silence so you don't screw up. Exactly. And I did that a lot. We all remember when our boss came into the office and said, "Who's willing to do extra hours?" Or when our teacher said, "Who's willing to do an additional project?" We stay silent so we don't screw up. But why silence? Very important question. Well, silence for our own benefit. No words, no pain. Don't speak, don't suffer. As simple as it is. But in what way does silence benefit us? Well, there's a lot of ways. I'll be speaking about some of them. Well, silence is calming for ourselves, for our souls. It has been proven scientifically that silence is calming for yourself. Yeah, I made that up. but if you speak about how I feel about it, yeah, I definitely feel calmer when I don't speak. Sometimes words make me anxious. And the second benefit would be, again, silence so you don't screw up. Yeah. Once a wise man said, the one whose words are fewer, his mistakes are fewer. And in fact, if you want to eliminate your mistakes, speak less. The last benefit would be, yeah, I can't read it. Yeah. I can't read it.
Just stay silent.
Okay, never mind. I have spoken enough about silence, and there's only one thing to do. I need a volunteer. Okay, thank you. Do you have a small kid or at home, or like a nephew, a cousin, a small kid, like small age? Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Great. Okay, imagine that your friends told you to go out with them, and you did. And in fact, you arrived home very late. With only a few hours to sleep, you had to wake up to your work, and you went. After a long day of work, before you leave the school, a kid starts coming up to you and screaming, talking a lot, and you just want to rest. What would you tell that kid? Nothing?
Scream more.
Scream more? Well, personally, I would tell him to stay silent. Exactly. If you want to be a good someone, well,
Not to
just
lose
do like a kid.
concentration.
And remember that ages ago, people used to lose their heads because they speak. Thank you, everyone.